Springfield Armory recently released the Echelon. It was either last week or the week before. I don't remember. I don't care, and it's irrelevant anyway, because the question is, Kurt, will you be covering the Springfield Armory Echelon? And my answer is no. I have no intention of touching that thing whatsoever. And the explanation for that is very simple. I live by a code of principles, and one of those principles is that we do not give airtime to traitor brand. So anything associated with like the National Rifle Association, Team Wendy, Black Rifle Coffee, or Springfield Armory as a couple examples, simply the answer is no. Shall we talk about somebody who isn't a traitor brand for a second? Kentuckiana Gunworks is best known for their research and development into lubrication technology. Their enhanced reliability oil is the product that I choose to use to keep my stuff running year round, and they've also recently released their minimalist quick-released sling retainers. KGW offers VSO subscribers a discount, and you can find that information over at the affiliates page. Special thanks to them for making today's video possible. The reason I take that stance is because I believe that you guys have put me into a position of power, and with that position of power comes responsibility. I have a responsibility to ensure that we are not empowering enemies within our ranks. We have people that work in the firearms industry who are here simply for the purposes of engaging in a lucrative business. And there are certain brands who have shown themselves to be precisely that. They do not care about the principles of our forefathers. They do not care about the principles of our industry, of our Second Amendment rights, and future well-being of our children. They are simply here to market and sell something to you at all costs, including backing legislation that would see the unprecedented disarmament through a draconian measure of the citizens of the state that they operate in, as long as they receive a carve-out and it does not negatively impact their business. See Springfield Armory and Rock River Arms circa 2017. No, I have not forgotten about it. I will not forget about it, and I will not shut up about it. I don't care how much imported Croatian knockoff bullshit they import into this country, slap their logo on it, and deceive their clientele into thinking that it's an American-made product. Anybody who is an advocate of the Second Amendment understands that Springfield Armory is the epitome of everything that is wrong in the firearms industry when it comes to companies putting profit over principle, and they are an enemy of the Second Amendment as exemplified by their actions. To be completely clear, I do not mean this as a slight to anybody who did take a payout from Springfield Armory and did cover the product. I understand that there are people out there that have businesses to run, and much like myself, there are people that do this kind of work for a living, and there is nothing wrong with making a living from doing something that you care about and other people find valuable. However, for me, in this particular instance, because of the principles that I have set down for living for myself, I would find it to be a breach of my principles and therefore a black mark on my personal integrity if I were to accept a project from Springfield Armory. I don't care if Springfield is the first company to come out with a plasma weapon. They are a non-person to me. They do not exist. Such to the point where they are blacklisted from my email client. They can't even contact me. They would have to reach me through a third-party agency to be able to even initiate such a project. I've been very open with you guys over the years that this is my main gig. This is what I do for a living. This is how I make money. And I'm supremely grateful to you guys for putting me in that situation that I am able to lead the life that I live and do what it is that I love. So thank you very much. I am here to pledge to you today that I would not accept $100,000 from Springfield Armory to cover the Echelon or any other products for that matter. That's how strongly I feel about it. However, the caveat that I would give is this. Because you have put me in that position, if it is something that you wanted me to do that bad, at that point in time, I have to reevaluate those principles that you guys care or do not care about. And if 100,000 of you were to show up to my Patreon and pledge and say, hey, here's this, go cover the Springfield Armory Echelon. Well, then I would be compelled at that point in time, I feel, to go out and get one and do an objective piece on it. But short of that kind of miracle, fuck Springfield Armory and all other traitor brands, past, present, and future. It is my responsibility and the responsibility of everybody else in a like position to mine to ensure that these things are not forgotten And I would rather be out of business with that integrity intact than a millionaire that sold out his countrymen.